Welcome to Around the Dog World, and this is the big one. We welcome the very best dogs from all around the world at Crufts 2016. On this month's Around the Dog World, our main focus is of course the greatest dog show on the planet, Crufts 2016, here at the NEC. However, we have to turn our attention to the night before Crufts for the Pawscars Awards ceremony. It celebrates the hardworking, successful and the unsung that make this sport great. I'll hand you over to the hosts for the night, Lee Cox and Susie Ruffy.
Welcome to Pawscars, a celebration of the best of the British dog scene.
We now move into the first two Pawscars Award categories of the night. The first category is the Trade Stand of the Year.
And the winner is Door West Herd.
And the winner is Alf and Kari Wood.
Photographer of the year is Pauline Oliver.
And the winner is Margaret Datcher.
The winner is Sheila Atter.
Sheila is certainly looking very well.
And the winner is Pam Marston Pollard.
And the winner is Midlothian.
And the winner is Annandale.
And the winner is Darlington.
And the winner is Lauren Bridges.
Right, the winner is Sam Dyer.
I think these three breeders are absolutely fantastic and at the top of their game.
Tan, no matter what Tan has, it is turned out absolutely immaculately. The level of soundness he gets in those giant St. Bernards is unbelievable.
Consistently breeds quality, sound, healthy animals.
Diane's a great breeder. She brings consistently out good Irish setters, you know, they're like peas in a pod.
She spends hours and hours and hours looking at pedigree and trying to improve her dogs all the time.
Those Samoyeds of Andrea's are, truly, they are special.
And beautiful dogs owned by not just her but other people as well.
And, you know, that's the sign of a good breeder.
And the winner is Dan Nagrecha.
Such an efficient judge, no nonsense, you know.
I would show under Jeff Horswell, win or lose, you know that you've come out and it's his honest opinion.
He has a wonderful demeanour about him in the ring.
An artist from start to finish. And if he hasn't got an eye for beauty, who has?
Win or lose, and I've won under Tom and I've lost under Tom, but you know that it comes from the heart.
One of the most sincere genuine judges you'll ever meet.
Fair with a capital F.
And the winner is Jeff Horswell.
Unfortunately, Jeff can't be with us tonight, so on his behalf, his partner Zena Thorne-Andrews is accepting the award.
Can I just say, Jeff is be thrilled with this. He's working tonight, but he'll be back up tomorrow here. And on his behalf, I'm just thrilled to accept it for him. Thank you.
For 50 years, this kennel has been one of, and in more recent years, arguably the most significant force in the breed. They're always ready to give advice and practical help to those who wish to know more about the world of terriers. Currently, 86 UK champion Airedales, plus quite a few more owned or handled in various other terrier breeds. So, ladies and gentlemen, can I present to you Mary Swash, Olive Jackson.
It's such a surprise and honour to receive this wonderful trophy and from this lovely lady talking about us. I feel really overwhelmed, and so does Olive, I think. But I must say that it seems a grand thing to earn an accolade like that when you've enjoyed every minute of it.
I hope a lot more youngsters will join us and continue.
Oh, all right.
Yay! Places you're going to get.
Oh, gee. Right, thank you.
Tonight we have celebrated and applauded our peers, friends and fellow exhibitors in the various categories. But now we have the unsung hero.
And the reason Crufts has its reputation of being the best is the hard work and attention to detail that this lady has devoted for so many years.
We don't see her. Everything is organised. She has everybody under complete control, and you never hear anybody say anything against her.
She does a phenomenal job.
Undoubtedly, she plays an enormous part in making sure that Crufts continues to be what we all accept is the world's greatest dog show.
Vanessa McAlpine, or Ness, is this year's winner of the Unsung Hero Award 2015.
I'm so humbled and I'm so delighted and so honoured that all you wonderful people here should think enough of me to want to give me this award. Obviously, just a few thank yous. I'd like to thank all my wonderful work colleagues. I'd like to thank my brilliant team back at the NEC now, trying to get the show on the road. But I think I have to thank my wonderful husband for the support I've had over so many years. And please enjoy the show in the next 4 days, because that will be enough to me.
Welcome back to Around the Dog World on day one of Crufts 2016. Now, throughout this weekend, we'll be watching highlights of breed, group and the ultimate best in show judging on Sunday night with Derek Smith. Now today, it's the turn of toy and utility breeds, so let's join Andrew Brace by one of the busiest rings on day one, the Bulldogs.
Well, Andrew, nice to see you on an exciting day one of Crufts, and a busy ringside here down at Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs, incredibly popular, and Graham Godfrey, very, very well-respected specialist judge. He's had a packed ringside all day. Open Dog was an amazing class. There were some fabulous Bulldogs there. The Spanish dog, the Italian dog, our #1 utility dog from last year.
We just saw the Open Dog winner there. That was champion Mel Jane Bulldogs King Edward. Titles all around Europe. This one's the limit winner. Riccatori Roman King. The ringside have enjoyed this today.
Yeah, absolutely, and I can see from Graham's face, so is he, and he's got on with it.
And this
he even held the interest of Di Johnson all day.
I saw her earlier. She hasn't moved a muscle, and this is mid-limit. Seahurst Hands of Stone. So Andrew, He's now seen all the dogs, and he's decided, it looks like it, the dog CC is in his hand.
Now, where is he going? Having won that open dog class, I think he has to go with this. Yeah, he's gone with the Spanish dog. He won the CACIB under me in Valladolid 2 weeks ago. He's a handsome dog, fit and active, and that looks like a very happy Spaniard to me.
And we move on to best of breed. Later in the day, Sealville Candy was the bitch CC winner, the kennel mate of last year's top utility winner.
Yeah, I mean, how lucky can the Seals be? They've had this phenomenal year with their male, but they also have this beautiful bitch.
So he's seen these dogs both before, he's judged them in their classes, given them both the CC, and now it's head-to-head. And he's getting them on the move.
Sending them round, yeah, which is interesting because a lot of Bulldog specialist judges, they tend not to move them excessively in profile. But, he's looking for a dog to send into that huge big ring, so he wants to see what they're going to look like when they're going around. And it's the dog, it's the Spanish male, yeah.
Mel Jane, Bulldogs, King Edward, best of breed at Crufts 2016.
Don't you love the enthusiasm of these Mediterraneans? And I mean, that was one hell of a cheer. And have you noticed the ramp? Just recently introduced into this country for judging of certain breeds, and I'm sure Graham's back will really appreciate the introduction of the ramp.
We'll see you by the utility group a little later, Andrew.
German Spitz Klein and the Dalmatian and the Chow Chow, Japanese Shiba Inu,
Lhasa Apso, Toy Poodle,
the Skiviki,
the Schnauzer.
Going straight over to the German Spitz Klein, it is. My word, this is champion Lonsdale's Jen Yu win, and it's the Shiba Inu taking Group 2.
Third goes to the Toy Poodle, Aiden Talk of the Town.
And the Lhasa Apso gets Group 4.
Well, Dale and Gary and Jen, long time no see.
Yes, she's been at the ring for, last time she was at a show was Welks last year, but she was at Crufts last year and got best of breed as well. She's been at the ring to have some puppies, and she's come back to her first show today.
And what a comeback.
Considering I was thinking, will she be okay? She blew me away. 1 in a million dog.
You a couple of years ago, you won top utility, and you were essentially retiring her then. You couldn't have dreamt of this.
No, we couldn't. This is just beyond our wildest dreams. We never thought this day would ever happen, and it has.
And I remember speaking to you at LK a couple of years ago, and you said you were nearly going to sell her.
Never sell her. We were offered quite a lot of money for her, which we gladly declined.
As a baby, we didn't know whether to keep her or her little sister, and her little sister went to the owner of the stud dog, and we kept her. And the little sister's never been shown. She grew too big, so we're glad we made that decision.
Yeah. It felt like she upped the gear in that shortlist as well.
Yeah, sort of something changed, and I could just see she got serious. And it's just a case of I've just got to stand there and do what she tells me to do.
Smooth-coated Chihuahua, English Toy Terrier, Griffon Bruxellois, the Havanese, Italian Greyhound, King Charles Spaniel,
Maltese,
Pekingese, Pomeranian. So that's our toy group finalists. Purposeful march towards the Pekingese.
The Pekingese from Scotland, from the famous Yaki Kennel, has won the toy group.
In second place, that lovely Havanese.
Italian Greyhound into third place in the toy group.
And the little Pom, Group 4.
Eric, champion Yaki U.R. Cantona, group winner at Crufts.
Oh, fantastic win today. I'm saying this was his retiral show. He won his 60th CC today. His third time being best of breed at Crufts, so it couldn't have went any better. And to win the toy group was just the icing in the cake.
And you've retired him once before?
Oh, I retired him last year at Crufts with his 59th CC because I had some young dogs to show, but I felt obliged to try and take him to Crufts once more and emulate his famous grandfather, who was best of breed at Crufts 3 times. His grandfather won the toy group 3 times in the trot, reserve best in show and best in show at Crufts.
And that was Dangerous Liaison?
That was Dangerous Liaison.
And best in show, you've already won best in show before, so you know about all the stuff that goes on here. Do you get time to take it in?
I don't think so, because I'm not organised yet. I need to start thinking about what's happening tonight and tomorrow and the rest of the days, because I expected to be home tomorrow.
But you've had a bit of a busy day, haven't you?
I've had a very busy day. We had 5 peaks we were showing, and we were showing the French Bulldog, and it's a long journey coming here.
And you set off when?
At 2 o'clock this morning.
I think I was only just getting in bed.
Oh, lucky you.
Well, very, very big congratulations. Hopefully you have a slightly shorter trip home, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, Andrew, we are down at the Pointer Ring for our 2nd year in a row, and quite rightly. Juicy the Pointer, we watched all last year, has one open bitch. Very strong class today, wasn't it?
It was a beautiful class. There were some very, very nice bitches there. The 2 top bitches, plus a couple of overseas bitches. But Juicy's bang on form. She's moving like she always does. I mean, I've never seen her let Sam down.
And if you haven't seen Juicy before, she was the liver 1 second in line. Veteran at one end, minor puppy at the other. And it looks like we're going to get to see some movement down here, Andrew.
Yeah, well, I think if he's watching them on the go-around, as he seems to be, I think Juicy's pretty much got it in the bag here, to be honest.
Moving down the age ranks, you can see some puppies having fun on their day out.
I love to see puppies having a little bit of character about them and playing up, and a little bit of naughtiness.
And we look like it. We have a decision already. Rosette for the bitch CC in hand, and at the moment Juicy stands joint breed CC record holder. This would put her away in front. There we are, 32 CCs. Juicy, show champion, Charm Filly, Juicy Couture, a 32nd bitch CC.
And I believe when Rui judged the breed previously, she was actually his best puppy. So it will have given him some kind of satisfaction to see how she's blossomed.
And she heads into best of breed. And it's a big ringside watching this Pointer best of breed competition, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's going to be a very interesting decision here because Rui's dog ticket winner is show champion 10 shilling making whoopee at Orich Halcombe.
A mouthful.
It is a mouthful, and it's a dog I know because he was actually the winner of my dog CC the day I gave Juicy best of breed at Birmingham National last year.
Wow.
This is where judging gets interesting. Rui is a Pointer person with very set ideas on type. His heart is going to be drawn towards the type on the male, whilst acknowledging the fact that the bitch could well be the one who stands a better chance in the group.
This is what's exciting down at the Pointer Ring, movement, especially when you have such exceptional movers like Juicy.
Personally, I think she's a potential group and best in show winner, but is Rui going to get past his love of the dog's type? And that is very much Rui's cup of tea.
Exactly.
Now, the fact that he's standing back, looking at the head and expression on the dog, makes me think that this could actually tip it in the dog's favour.
That looks like that was the clincher. He's got the rosette.
Yeah. I think he's...
Best of breed, Crufts 2016 is... It's the dog.
Yeah, surprised me at all. Way back in the pedigree, Rui sent over, I think, the dog's grandfather to this country. So it's the type that he's going to be impressed by.
So that's the dog, show champion 10 shilling, making whoopee at Orich Halcombe. Best of breeding goes into the Gundog group later on, and we'll see you in the Gundog group.
The English setter, German wirehead pointers,
Gordon setter,
Irish setter,
the Legato Chesapeake Bay Retriever,
flat-coated retriever,
Sussex Spaniel. Here we go.
The Gordon setter. Topping the Gundog group, show champion Lourdes Fulcrum.
In second place, it's the Chesapeake Bay Retriever, a wonderful win for the breed.
Oh, the little Legato Romagnolo takes third.
It's the flat-coated retriever gets fourth.
David and James, congratulations. How many groups has he totted up with?
Thank you very much. This is group number 4.
Bet you didn't imagine it, any group coming at Crufts.
No, absolutely not. Never in a million years. Dreams come true. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, just amazing.
You'll have come to Crufts before, but it's always a different environment. Foreign dogs. Can you expect anything when you come here?
I don't think so, no, because it's a completely different field of competition almost, and I thought it was great to just be in that company. To be best of breed in there was great, but to win it was just phenomenal.
And when you saw Di was judging the group, she's quite familiar with the dog?
No, I wouldn't have said so. No, she's never judged him before. She's not had anything to do with him before. So he's a new one for her in the same way that she as a judge is very new for him. So we don't know what to expect, whether being a field trial judge as well as a confirmation judge. Obviously, she was judging confirmation tonight, but she probably is more aware of sort of what's required out in the field than maybe some other judges are, perhaps.
And we've spoken to you in the past. You won the group at Darlington last year, and you said his movement is where he excels.
Yeah, and it's not where I excel, which is why I'm a bit warm. But yes, it is, and I think the surface in there is great, and it really suited him tonight. And he just seemed to just float around. He felt really good.
Welcome to Around the Dog World on day 3 of Crufts 2016, and we get to welcome a familiar face back to the programme. Marina, very nice to see you.
Hi, how are you doing?
Very well. You're going to give us a hand this weekend? It's a bit busy, you know.
Yeah, it is a bit busy. It's jam-packed today. You can hardly get around the halls. Brilliant show, international event, great flavour.
It's been a great few days so far, and we also welcome back Andrew. First time in front of the camera this weekend. Have you enjoyed yourself so far?
Well, Crufts is always special, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, of course, I've enjoyed myself.
Now, we'll start on day 1. Mary Deats was the judge of the utility group.
She was indeed.
And gave it to Top Utility 2014, Jen, the German Spitz Klein.
You know, it's not a breed that people generally associate with group wins, even though she is a best in show winner. But she's one of those dogs that when you analyse her, there's actually not a lot wrong with her. And, you know, she was in good bloom, well handled, she always shows well. So, yeah, no problems there.
I don't want to sound like you, but as soon as she started moving, I had to look her up in the catalogue.
See, there's hope for you yet.
In Group 2 was the Japanese Shiba Inu, handled by Michaela Dunhill-Hall.
Well, of course, you know, Liz has a great reputation in Rottweilers, Akitas. Now she's the Queen of Shibas. Queen of Shibas, that's good, isn't it? That was off the cuff, I never even rehearsed that, yeah. No, you know, I mean, she produces consistent quality.
And we had a toy poodle in third?
Yeah, I watched a lot of the toy poodle judging, which is interesting. The Godfreys, mother and daughter, you know, they've consistently bred generation after generation of good, honest toy poodle bitches. And fourth was the Larsa Upsell. Again, a very, very typey Larsa. Not one of those flash and dash dogs, but a very, very correct dog.
So onto the toy group, we had a Pekingese. Topping that, Yaki Cantona.
Cantona with wee Bert.
Yes.
I mean, you know, the breed record holder.
60 cc's.
He's a very, very good Pekingese. And he handled the big ring well.
And we move on to Group 2 in the toys, Havanese.
It's a big winning Havanese. It's a breed that's only recently had CCs in this country. But I mean, a very beautiful Havanese that handled itself well, lovely on the go around, kept a perfect outline.
And another more unusual breed to take group placing was an Italian Greyhound.
A very, very pretty Italian Greyhound. Again, a breeder that turns them out generation after generation.
And we move on to Group 4 was a Pomeranian.
Yeah, bred in Norway by Kjell Rune Rosberg, a good friend of mine who has Chihuahuas as well.
You get to practice your accents at Crufts, don't you?
I do the piss steak, and you're supposed to be the straight
He's bilingual.
I have heard. I spoke to him that evening, and he was, you know, why wasn't I there to see it? You know.
And we step into day 2. This was just one group, Gundogs, and it was a Gordon setter.
It was indeed, yes. Big winning Gordon setter. An interesting situation there, because a lot of people assumed that David might do a lap of honour, as it was bred by the group judge's sister. But, you know, he chose to show, he wasn't breaking any rules, and Di obviously felt it was the best in the group, and he won.
Chesapeake Bay, very unusual breed to see in the group placings, takes second.
I mean, Di is a working Gundog person, you know, she'd want something that was functional, and the Chesapeake obviously fitted the bill.
And then we had the Lagotto, a Romagnolo.
Again, something different.
Yes.
And I mean, it's an interesting breed, and a breed that I'm sure will become more and more popular. Lovely size, good heads, yeah, very biddable dogs.
And if you remember 12 months ago, we saw Reserve Best in Show flat-coated retriever. Same dog, comes back, wins Best of Breed in Group 4.
Flat coats, you know, it's that happy, outgoing, joyous sort of gun dog. And I mean, this flat coat, you know, ticks all the boxes.
Dublin's had an amazing year, continuing winning ways abroad as well, winning Best in Show at the Amsterdam Winners' Show in December as well. So, you know, just a few months later to come back to Crufts and get another group placing is no mean feat.
No. Well, thank you, Marina. Thank you, Andrew. We'll see you both a little later on today, hopefully. And we'll head into the working group now, judged by Kari, Järvinen.
So there's the Alaska Malamute.
And the Bouvier, and the Bull Mastiff here.
Giant Schnauzer, the Mastiff.
And the Newfoundland.
Portuguese Water Dog, and the Tibetan Mastiff.
He has.
Champion Liskport Lord of the Rings, Hector, takes the group, the Bouvier de Flandre. Group 2, the Bull Mastiff.
Newfie gets Group 3.
And last year's
and
group
finally,
winner has to be content with Group 4 this year.
Michael, you're Crufts working group winner. How does that sound?
Amazing. Absolutely thrilled to pieces.
We came and saw you at the Bouvier ring earlier on. You were a bit nervous and a bit excited there, weren't you?
Yeah, definitely. We had a lot of European competition today, and we were just ecstatic winning open dog, and then get the dog ticket, and then the bitch ticket with his sister, making her into an English champion. And then to even be shortlisted in the working group was amazing. And then to win it is just phenomenal. Really buzzing, really pleased. For any handler, I think, and they're not my dogs. So I'm excited for the handler, for the owner as well. Yeah. So yeah, over the moon.
What is it you do to get Hector performing for you every time?
It's a rapport I think every handler's got to have with dogs. Any dog they show, they've got to have a rapport and a bond with the dog. Like I do spend an awful lot of time with the booths, and they seem to react really well with it, as do my other breeds.
The atmosphere in there is quite different. Do you feel he dealt with that well?
Yeah, it is pretty electric in there. It's madness. But yeah, he was on form. He was just wanting treats. He just wanted to play. He's still very young, so he was excitable. He was happy. That's the way I like my dogs.
Well, congratulations again. Here's your rosette. She gave them to me. So congratulations. See you tomorrow night.
See you later.
Belgian Shepherd Groenendaal.
The Malinois.
The Border Collie.
The Rough Collie.
Smooth Collie.
The Lancashire Heeler.
The Old English Sheepdog.
Pyrenean Mountain Dog. Samoyed.
The Shetland Sheepdog.
Pembroke.
He
It's
liked
Border
that
Collie.
border.
He loved it. And Group 2 is the Pyrenean.
The lovely Sheltie takes third.
And the Sammy gets Group 4.
Sylvia, did you expect that tonight?
It was, I'm overwhelmed and I'm absolutely full of emotions.
It's crazy in there, isn't it?
It is crazy, yes. Many interviews, many pictures. I only just can say wow.
Frank Kane came to judge the breed because he was the referee.
Yes.
Because there was a big entry of collies today, weren't there?
Yeah, it was a big entry and he was the referee, and it was not clear for me that he win the show of Best of Breed, yes, because he is coming from Germany and this is UK, and but he was thinking he's the best dog.
I spoke to your husband, and he said you were heading home tomorrow. Not anymore.
No, and I have no clothes to change. This is the biggest problem.
Oh, that's not good.
No, not really, not really good. If you have no chance, I have to put this clothes make me. This is a big luck.
Yeah. You're not going to change.
No.
Welcome back to Around the Dog World here at Crufts 2016. It's day 4.
And last night we watched the working and pastoral group. And Andrew will start in the working group. Hector, last year's top working dog, wins the Crufts working group.
Yes, the Bouvier, Michael Craig, he had a great year last year. And he's still relatively young. Kari Järvinen judged the group. I mean, Hector, he's very impressive on the move. He's a free, powerful mover. And then in second, it was quite an international quartet. In second place was the Bull Mastiff with Francesca Pavesi from Italy. She and Fabrizio Mani are actual professional handlers, but she actually bred this dog herself and owns it herself. And he's a handsome Bull Mastiff.
And so Group 3 was the Newfoundland. We always see this breed feature quite well in the working group at Crufts.
And this is a dog, I believe he's actually born in America, but he's handled by Belgian Patrick Bogarts. That is one of the most international breeds at this show. And then fourth, of course, we have Sue Ellis, you know, who was so consistent with her top-winning Malamutes.
Last year's Crufts working group winner.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the breed that lasts. You know, Malamutes can be at their best when they're 6 and 7 years of age.
And Marina, your favourite group of the night, Pastoral.
Yeah, it was. I was actually commentating on it, so I didn't actually get to see the dogs properly, but I'll watch it all on the tape back. But obviously, a Border Collie topped the group.
Yeah, I hung around the breed ring. There seemed to be a lot of discussion, but eventually Frank Kane was located and came and refereed. And yeah, I mean, the dog, he's a handsome dog, he's a free-moving dog, he has the courage of a Border Collie. And I wasn't at all surprised to see him win the group. I love the Pyrenean dog. is just so full of breed type, and I love the way that he wields his tail. You know, free, easy move, exquisite headpiece.
Much smaller dog in third, it was a Shetland sheepdog.
Yes, yes. Karin Åkesson. Although Karin is Swedish, she works primarily with British bloodlines. And then, of course, in fourth, we had the little scene stealer.
Yes, oh, I know.
Story of the weekend.
Yes.
Little Miss Bridges,
Yes.
showing sportsmanship at
I
its
believe
best.
she's just 9, so that possibly makes her the youngest handler to win a group placing at Crufts.
Yeah, no, but it's good to see these youngsters, and it's good to see them doing such a good job.
Yeah, she did do an exceptional job.
And today, we were standing outside this ring last year, Wire Fox Terriers. There's a bit of excitement here again, isn't there?
I believe so. I think the Travella dog is returning.
That's the rumour.
I've heard so. King is certainly here, so it could be a head-to-head. Or who knows? Something else could appear that would appeal to Mrs. Thornton.
It was a 5 deep by the ringside last year, and we've got to get inside. So
we have.
Yeah. Let's see if we can catch Open Dog. So here we are, Andrew. Wire Fox Terriers take 2. We were here last year to see Oliver and King go head-to-head, and we're back again.
Yeah, it's an interesting class, and Jenny Thornton's judging. If either of them should win, I mean, someone else could win, who knows? But I would think they would be the front runners.
And I mean, these 2 dogs alone have won so much between them.
Well, I mean, Oliver's notched up an incredible record in the UK. Is now based in South America.
This is King leading the lap. I think we've got Oliver 4th in line.
And obviously Warren would be hoping with King, because the Crufts group judge is Dan Ericsson, who was given in 2 groups at FCI World Shows.
And I think Oliver has also had a group from Dan Ericsson before.
I believe so.
Is it as high quality as it was last year?
It's a strong open dog class. I don't think it was as strong as last year, to be honest. I mean, last year was a real feast.
King's first on the table, and he looks up for it today.
Well, he's, you know, I mean, Warren puts the dog down beautifully, and he's on his toes.
Does King excel in movement?
He's a very steady dog, and he's got this natural smartness about him. I mean, let's be honest, it's the breed that lends itself to being presented. And he's such an obliging show dog. I love it when they do that free stack. And, you know, spirit. Terriers have to have spirit.
And he's got that previous record at Crufts, a Group 1 and a Group 2. He's got to be hoping for more. And we'll scan down the line quickly, and we'll come to Oliver. 21 best in shows in the UK.
Amazing.
And how many has he notched up in Brazil already?
I have no idea. Quite a few, I would imagine. Must be quite emotional for Richard Allen, too, being reunited with his former charge.
He looks like he's enjoying himself.
Well, he's been in that Brazilian sunshine, hasn't he? Who would say no to that?
No, absolutely. Well, come back after the break and find out if King or Oliver can conquer the wire ring this year. Welcome back to Crufts 2016 on Around the Dog World. Before the break, we watched Oliver and King go head-to-head in Open Dog and Wire Fox Terriers under Jenny Thornton. That's them all been moved again. As I say, she's not been messing around, so this might not take long.
No.
Both the handlers must be quite hopeful of results later on, so...
Well, handlers are always hopeful.
Glances at King and down the line to Oliver. Down the line again. She's hesitating. Oliver's done it.
No, Richard's out first.
Oliver, first in Open Dog.
Wiping his sweating brow, I suspect.
Or is it tears?
No, I think it'll be sweat with Richard. He doesn't do tears.
As Oliver first, King second.
And that's the Japanese dog with Tony Barker's, I think, there with Andrew.
Almost a reversal of last year. Oliver finished third in Open with King in first. And we, of course, move on to the Dog CC. And again, no messing around. She looks like she's gonna get this decision made pretty quickly.
I can't see her going far away from the Open Dog, to be honest.
Do judges think about the records of have in the past?
Well, they shouldn't be.
And there we are, Oliver.
Yes, it's Oliver.
Welcome back.
Richard's, yeah, look, he's smiling. I think he's smiling. I think that was a smile.
A smile. We've had a lot of comebacks this weekend. Utilities Group winner, Troy Group winner, now Wire Fox Terrier CC winner. So there we are, Champion Travella striking steel. Dog CC at Crufts, his first CC here.
And then if he gets best to breed, will it be the group?
The famous Border Terrier, the Wire Fox Terrier, Irish Terrier, Kerry Blue, Norfolk, Norwich the Celium, and here's this little Westie.
And he's walking straight towards you, guess.
fantastic.
You got it right again,
fantastic.
Frank.
The little West Highland white, that's
Little
wonderful.
Devon, 20 months old. And the border.
The other dog from the north, it's the Border Terrier. Breed
The Kari
expert.
Blue takes
yes,
group 3.
yes. Then the little Norfolk bitch.
But there
Well, many congratulations, Marie. You just won the Terrier group at Crufts with Devon. I mean, that's just incredible.
Oh God, I can't believe it. It hasn't sunk in yet, you know. It's still like, think you're dreaming, but you just can't find the words to explain how it feels. I mean, you know, just so proud, especially when you've bred the dog yourself as well. It's many years of hard work.
But you've had an incredible 12 months with her.
Yes, she actually came out at her first show at 6 months and 1 day and got 5th out of 5. And then the second show was a couple of months later. She had time to mature and she came out and won Best Puppy and Short Scottish breed. The following week got Best Puppy and Short National Terrier, and it just went on from there, you know. But yeah, she's had a great winning streak.
And also, she's already qualified for the Champion Stakes final in the UK later this year already.
She has, yeah. She did it the first show at Manchester. She qualified there, yeah. So that again, that's exciting.
So this year is summing up already to be pretty good 2016.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, she actually got the CC Best of Breed at Manchester as well while we were there. So, you know, she's had a great time. It's just absolutely great, and it's great the acknowledgement that you get from, you know, other breed people and specialists and people who's been in the doggy world for years and years. I mean, you know, come up and admire it, and that's absolutely fabulous to get that recognition, you know, after all the hard work that you do.
Beagle going first.
The long-haired Dachshund, mini smooth.
Standard White.
The Finnish Spitz.
The Pharaoh Hound.
The Rhodesian Ridgeback.
The Whippet.
It's
and
the
he's
Whippet.
gone for the Whippet. Hazel, owned by Lee Morris, George Waddle, Charlie Donaldson, and the wire-haired Dachshund gets Group 2. And the Rhodesian Ridgeback, and Group 4, the standard long-haired Dachshunds.
Well, it's getting very close to Best in Show now. We're almost there. We've just seen the Terrier group and the Hound group. So I've got my expert here, Andrew Brace, that's just going to talk us through a little bit of the placing. So topping the Terriers was, well, this gorgeous Westie. You've done well. You've done this one well before.
Well, yeah, and when Di and I were doing the wrap-up on last year, I think we said something along the lines of keep an eye on this bitch in 2016 because she could be doing something big. Well, I think she just did. You know, she was more than a worthy winner.
Absolutely. And in Group 2, we have this fabulous Border Terrier that's been doing so much winning in the last 12 months.
Yes, and won Best of Breed under Mr. Irving, no less. And, yeah, we watched him at the Uber Champion Stakes final too, didn't we,
Yes,
where he was competing with his father.
Yeah. And then in third, an Irish champion, Kari Blue Terrier from its native land.
Yes, well, a Kerry Blue from Ireland, so, yeah, what could be more fitting? And then we have the Norfolk bitch,
Yes.
the Kinsridge bitch. She won a group at Southern Counties and then Best in Show at 3 counties under our arch. So she's having a great run and she's holding form.
So, moving on to the Hound group, the last group of Crufts 2016, and the one that tops it all is the numerically strongest breed in the group, the Whippet, which had something ridiculous, over 400 entries today.
Yeah, and that was another one that the crowd was on. Clean lines. Jeff's very into Whippets. I mean, he knows all his hound breeds. Lovely outline bitch. Yeah, another popular group winner.
Yeah, and I know she was top Whippet last year and top puppy the year before, so she's just continuing her winning ways.
Yeah, following it all through.
Now we have the wire-haired Dachshund that came a close second.
Yeah, well, you know, that's another breed that Jeff knows inside out. Very correct, great moving, never lost its top line.
And in Group 3, we have this top-winning Ridgeback from last year.
Yeah, very impressive bitch. Free-flowing movement. Typey, she's got the substance, she's got the class.
And then coming up in fourth was this long-haired Dachshund, I believe from America.
Yeah, that was a real dark horse. But again, you know, one of Jeff's specialist breeds. Great Dachshund carriage. I'd never seen it before. Looked very impressive on the table and certainly didn't disappoint on the move.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Let's get back in the warm to watch Best in Show. My tip is the Border Collie.
Your tip's the Border Collie?
Yes.
Okay. If I was a betting man, I'd be getting to Ladbrokes and putting a lot of money on one of tonight's group winners. I think it's going to be definitely something beginning with the W. Westie or Whippet.
There we go. You heard it here first. Let's go and see Best in Show.
Yes, please.
The stage is set.
So entering the ring now, tonight's Best in Show judge, Derek Smith. And here comes the first. This is champion Lonsdale's Genuine. And this is champion Yaki Ua Cantonar, Eric. The Gordon Setter, show champion Lourdes Fulcrum. Bouvier des Flandres, champion Liskport, Lord of the Rings. The Border Collie, champion Cismaro, Cold as Ice. The delightful West Highland White Terrier, the champion Bernese Geordie Girl. A huge cheer for the Whippet, champion Nothing Compares to You at Crosscrop. But who's it going to be? The little Westie takes Best in Show for 2016. What a fantastic win.
Little Geordie girl from Bishop Auckland, County Durham, is Best in Show at Crufts. Wonderful, her first group win. Oh, that's marvellous.
Under 2 years old, and she's topped the lot, but with such a superb performance. A well-deserved win. She did not put a foot wrong.
And the Whippet's going into reserve. It's the Whippet who has reserved Best in Show.
So our two group winners from tonight have taken the top spot and reserve.
So there we have it. The West Highland White Terrier, Devon, takes Crufts Best in Show 2016. I'm delighted that we've managed to catch up with her owner, Marie Burns. Now, how are you feeling right now?
Oh God, just absolutely amazing. You know, it's just, you just can't describe the feeling when the judge comes walking towards you. You're just willing them to you, you know. It's just, I mean, the excitement, a little bit nervous, but honestly, you can't really find the words to describe it, you know. It's just all emotions, and obviously a few tears when I won, because you just let that emotion out, you know. And so proud of Devon as well.
And I suspect there was quite a lot of pressure on her performance to carry on all the way through from winning her class this morning to now, you know, sort of 8, 9, 10 hours later.
Yeah, I mean, she's just 20 months old, you know, so she's still quite young. And she was starting to get a little bit tired, which is understandable because I'm tired myself, you know, it's a long day. But, you know, she still kept going, bless her. And, you know, she did show well.
So now tell me, you watched this at Crufts as a little girl and you had some thoughts about this.
Yeah, I used to watch Crufts when I was small, and I would say to my mum when I would say to my mum that one day I'm going to get a proper dog and go to Crufts. And we always had family pets, you know, mixed breeds and things like that. And obviously watching Crufts, you think they're all famous people that go to Crufts and things like that. So for little old me to be here today is amazing.
An owner, bred, handled, and a British winner as well. Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. You honestly can't, you know, speechless, absolutely speechless. And I don't think it'll sink in until next week when I've watched it a few times on the telly first. But no, it's been absolutely amazing. And I would like to say, you know, thanks to the judges for thinking so highly of her. We've had a great year. Devon's had a fantastic year. She's had some great reviews of people that, you know, I have the greatest respect for. And she's really put us on the map, you know, she has. So, yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. And this is just, you know, topped at today's, you know, fantastic.
Well, many congratulations. It was a great win and we love watching you.
Thanks very much, thank you.
So, the Westie, Bernie's Geordie Girl, goes Best in Show, and reserve is the Whippet. And I am delighted to be joined by the Terrier Group judge, Dan Ericsson. That must have been thrilling to see your dog, your choice, go all the way.
Absolutely, wonderful. And it's always a particular joy when other judges see dogs similarly. And a dog of such immense quality, I felt just had to be recognised. I think she's one of the loveliest of her breed that I have ever seen.
Well, that's such a statement. Well, thank you very much, Dan. I'm sure you're very delighted. You can go and party now.
I'm really delighted.
Thank you very much. Now, of course, we've got to bring in our expert, and he really is an expert because he did predict that it would go to one of the two W's. I mean, honestly, Andrew, you can do no wrong.
Well, I wouldn't say that. No, I mean, I know the way that Derek thinks, and I know how he's drawn to quality. The Westie bitch, you know, we've gone on film previously saying what a star she is, and that she was going to go on to great things.
Well, there's not much greater thing to go on to, is there, as best in show? And you know, she's a baby. I mean, Marie's going to have a problem now because she's so young. She's won what is basically the top award in dogdom. She's already qualified for the Eukanuba Champion Stakes finals for this year, so who knows? I mean, she's going to need a few days to get her head around the whole thing, I would imagine. But I mean, I'm delighted. It was lovely. And I mean, the Whippet is a classical Whippet bitch. And I mean, if anything, in Best in Show, she went better than she did in the group. She just flowed. I think when we were talking about Crufts on the last programme, I said Derek would get it right. And he did.